Welcome back to On the Day Show with me, Richie, and today we are at the Ashington Veterans Institute. So when did the Ashington Veterans Institute start? When did the doors open?
Well, I think it dates back to the First World War.
Right, wow.
And it was built to keep the men off the streets of Ashington. That's
Right.
what it was built for. During that time, there was a lot of gatherings around the town, and the people got a bit intimidated by that. So what happened was the central hall had a hut behind it,
Yep.
and they gave that to the men to meet there rather than on the street. But it proved to be so popular that it wasn't big enough.
So they needed more.
Yeah, the community and the coal board got together and funded this place, and as I say, we think it's been built since 1980. Started thinking what else could we do to get the community involved, and we started putting music nights on.
Brilliant.
We'll put coffee mornings on every month. We've got excursions now. We run loads of competitions. We encourage women to become members. You know, we've got 20 women members now. About 4 years ago, didn't have any.
But they made us very welcome, you know.
Because it's always been a man thing, hasn't it?
Well, I think people see it as a man thing.
Yeah.
Ashington Veterans and Elders.
But you need a woman's touch now and then, don't you?
yes.
Definitely. And
Well, I'm very involved with flowers. I can teach flower arranging. It's good for me because it gives me something that I've learned to do. And it's nice to meet other people, you know, and find out what their lives are, and do a little bit of gardening while I'm here as well. So it's really nice to do.
We had a derelict piece of land at the back and
Yep.
at the side that was an embarrassment to the Institute. And we thought we could make something of it just by making it a seating area for the members. So we thought we'd just concrete the place, get it tidied up and leave it at that. But as the works went on, we thought, oh, we'll make something a little bit more special.
Yep.
And it's become a community garden.
I mean, this is incredible.
Well, at the moment, obviously, it's winter, so there's not a lot of flowers that we've got coming up. And we usually have a really big water feature that's a solar-powered one down there, but we've put it away for the winter. So at the moment, we're doing a lot of tidying up.
There's still so much colour in
I
here, though,
know,
as well.
and we've got bulbs coming up, but being so far north, obviously, it takes a bit longer for them to come up here. So what we'll be doing in the next couple of weeks, we'll be looking online, we'll be looking at what we want to plan for the garden, for the planters, and the garden group. There's a few of them here today. We normally come on a Thursday and we chat about what we're going to put in the garden.
So how many's in your garden group?
Actively, there's about 6 of us.
I'm a gardener through and through. I like to start with the seeds and end up with the flowers, and I get a lot of pleasure out of that. I was quite poorly a few years ago and I had to have all my garden done to stone. So consequently, this was amazing. The first time I came, I couldn't believe my eyes.
So we introduced refreshments at the place, and now, I mean, refreshments bring in about £6-7 a day now, which is really good.
Come with a little box to fill up, to go, you know, to make tip for the tea or whatever else, take things home. And sometimes they'll have a cup of coffee here, and they'll have a piece of pie and everything. The table's full of goodies.
Oh, that's homemade.
All homemade.
All homemade.
All
We don't
homemade.
buy anything in. It's all homemade
Yeah.
by the volunteers.
First Saturday of every month.
So I set up my own school under a charity called Get You Started Training.
You set up an SEN school?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're in its 20th year now. It was set up in 2004 and obviously 2024. And I love my snooker, and I found out about the Vets Club and come along. And it's just amazing for the older people. I couldn't believe it. And the prices are good. They support everybody here. And the guys that run it, their energy is endless, right? There's a lot of the young people think when you're old, you're old.
Yeah.
But the Mickey taking down there is unbelievable. It's second to none. And I think the younger generation would be surprised that older people can be fun as well. Saying, let them come down here and play with the older players, get a bit of their experience, get a bit of the chat about the pits and what Ashington used to be like. And I've always found the younger generation really do respect the elders still. There's still that respect there. So
it's getting the community involved as well. It's beautiful,
yes.
isn't it?
Well, that's one of the reasons that we won an award with the RHS.
Oh, wow.
And we got an outstanding for our garden, because it's about how do you get people involved who might not want to come out,
Yeah.
who might not want to join in, or they're a bit scared. And it's about making sure that when they come here, you make them welcome.
A lot of people come, and I think they do find benefit, but for me personally, it gets me up and about, engaging with sort of people, having a chat, and just making, like, it's nice, like, sort of being around good people.
And we're just encouraging anyone that wants to get involved in the place to come along, either at one of the coffee mornings or at one of the garden club meetings on a Thursday at 1, just to see what the place is like.
Tell us once again how they would get in touch, how they'd find out about it.
Well, they could either come here on a Thursday.
So just turn up.
Thursday afternoon, we're here 1 till 3, somebody will be here. Or they can actually come to our coffee mornings, first Saturday of every month, and that's 11 till 1, or the Facebook page, which is Ashington Community Garden.
Ashington Community Garden on Facebook. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Lovely,
This is
lovely.
amazing.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay.
Say that, you know, thank you to the people who have already supported this. It's made a big difference to the members' lives, and not just the members, but we get great support from the public.
Wow, what an amazing place. All I can say is, who would have known this little hut sitting here in the heart of Ashington would have so many amazing people. The community garden won so many awards. All I can say is this place is an amazing asset to Ashington.